I had a trip to over to Southern Ireland to attend my mum's grave, and we flew to Shannon. Now, we were there 5 days. The flight across was delayed a little bit. But I got an email on the day of the flight, which was a Sunday, from Ryanair saying that the flight was going to be delayed, but they couldn't tell us how long the delay was going to be for, as there was a shortage of airport staff due to strike or pay conditions or something. So I got in touch with Ryanair. I spoke to a bot called Yetunde Dewan Etitso, and this was on the 7th of July. And everything was recorded on that conversation with the bots. It said it take 3 hours to uncheck me from the flight and to put me on another flight and to get back in touch within 3 hours. Now, 3 hours passed. I tried to get back in touch with the so-called bot, and it was Sunday, and it was past 7 o'clock, and they ceased to operate after 7 o'clock. So the bot had checked me in for another flight. I had recorded all this conversation between me, and I've taken screenshots which I provided as evidence of this. Anyway, when I get to the airport the next day for the flight that they moved us to, there was no booking reference for us at the airport because the bot had unchecked us for our flights, and we booked another flight. I went to the Ryanair desk and I explained it to a Ryanair representative who looked it all up on under my account. It must have been, seen that everything had been recorded by the bots and everything like that, and assured me she printed my boarding passes out and for my new flight, but I was charged £180 out my bank. I had to pay this because I couldn't get in touch with the bot to get on the next flight the next day. Anyway, the lady went through the computer, got my details up, said that's fine, everything's been sorted, your money's been reimbursed. This was at Shannon Airport, and it was a Ryanair representative. The money, you haven't been charged for this flight change, your money's going to get reimbursed within your account within 5 days. Any problems, contact Ryanair. This was 2 months ago, nearly. I have emailed Ryanair, I've spoke to Ryanair, they've told me I have to fill this form in, that form in. I've even gone through with a Ryanair operator to the form on site while I'm talking to him like I'm you and trying to fill in this form, and I've been cut off 3 times. And all I do when I complain to Ryanair, they said, have you filled this form and blah, blah, blah. I've tried to speak to a bot. Nobody understands. I do suffer. I've got end-stage liver failure, which is caused by cirrhosis. And I suffer from hepatic allopathy, which is HE for short, and it causes confusion in my brain. And the last thing my doctor said, because of the state of my liver at the moment, I'm on the list for a transplant. He said, don't get irate, upset. Honestly, I have cried. I have cried over this. I sent Ryanair 6 emails yesterday, and all they keep sending me back is this Ryanair reference number that I've have to contact, but it's customer services, and customer services keep coming up, and I have to pay £180, which I expected that back in my bank. And when I came back, I didn't have enough money to pay my rent, so I had to borrow the money to pay my rent. Because it was £180 short out of my bank. And I've had to borrow that money. I'm still no further on with it. I'm still waiting for my £180, which they said it'd take 5 days to go back into my account. I booked it through, what was it, PayPal. I've been in touch with PayPal. I've done everything I possibly can. And they just won't give me my money back. But they said they would. They said at the airport it'd be in my account 5 days. And it's just like a financial hardship. It's left me irate, anxious. I don't know. I'm just basically pulling my hair out with it. There needs to be some resolvement somewhere, but I can't seem to get any resolvement from. I've tried to get PayPal to claim my money back, but they said I need to fill in an after flight form. And the guy from Ryanair, he put me onto it. And then he said, my time was up. I couldn't spend no more time with me. My allocated time was up. And this was a customer service operator saying that I had limited time to try and claim my money back or whatever like that. It's easy. It came out of my bank account into Ryanair's account. They changed my flight. It was all documented. I've got screenshots. I've got the bot documented it all under my email account. And so I don't understand why I've not got the money back. I've got £180 that they owed me from, what date was it? The 7th of July. We're now on the 7th of August, so it's 6 weeks ago now. And I'm still no further on with it. And I need some resolvement. I've tried to say that I'm going to speak to an ombudsman or somebody higher, like yourselves, to see if we can get some resolvement with this problem, because it's just causing me nothing but pain. Just having a person call me, just like yourself, and discuss it without having to fill in. And because that lady at the airport, at Shannon Airport, tapped a few buttons on a computer, said, there it is, fine. Everything's been sorted out. The flight change isn't going to cost you a penny. The £180 will be reimbursed into your account within 5 days. That was 6 weeks ago. After dozens and dozens and dozens of emails and complaints and calls to them, and I'm a bit ready just to give up with it all. But why should I? It's £180, and the cost of living these days, £180 is a lot of money to me. But because I was assured that that was getting put in my bank account, that was fine. And then I had about enough money to pay my rent. Now I come back and I've had to borrow the money off my sister. My sister can verify all this for me. My partner, my wife, was there. She could verify it all for me. She's the other partner that I'm claiming for. I had to go back to Australia. She only came across to assess me with some liver appointments that I have to go to. I had to have a fibre liver scan and things like that. But the doctor has said not to get uptight, not to get anxious, and just try, because it's ammonia inside me with my platelets and my liver. It's all. I'm in need of a liver transplant, basically, and I'm not. That's why my partner, when she does that, it's hard enough for me to come across here without going through people on Ryanair. When I've given them flight numbers, I've given them dates, I've given them booking reference numbers, I've given them everything. I've sent screenshots of the conversations I've had, and the bot saying that everything would be noted and verified, and do you know what I mean? And I'll be assured. Basically, it says I've attached all the things that I thought was relevant to your site. I do believe, I don't know, to the complaint, but I've sent them all to Ryanair, but they keep sending me back with these numbers, and they've given me I don't know whether it's any history, a booking, a Ryanair reference number. Every email that I send me, they send a different number back. This was the latest number, was 5304522 stroke URQ53X. But every time I try to ring customer services up, they say there's nothing they can do.